lost in your eyes, under your spell. Oh, it's like we've always...
Good morning, friends. I lost my voice. It's finally back, so I'm doing a voiceover. I'm going to be doing a look with you today. I'm just getting my skin prep done, a little bit of a Genucel eye cream, I believe this was, and then I'm gonna get into a Natasha Denona, kind of a monochromatic look. Okay, starting off with the color Sundown, which is a pretty sort of orangey brown look. We're going to lay that down in the outer corner. This color blended beautifully, getting both eyes done here. This is a nice color for blue eyes. It kind of makes the blue really kind of pop. Now I'm going in to the color next to it, which is called Suntan, which is a little bit of a darker, more rusty, browny color. Really pretty for a nice, like, kind of deepening it up if you want just a day look. Mine's going to end up being a bit more smoky, but very, very easy to use. Now I'm going into the color Magma. Sometimes you're going to see me do the colors on both sides, sometimes you're not, but this is a color Magma. Again, this is more darker. It's got a little bit more red in it, and I'm just sort of using a really small brush and sticking it on here. Once I get it on with a small brush, then I take a fluffy brush, you'll see in a second, and I kind of brush that out. Now that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm just sort of brushing. It's not exactly a fluffy brush, but it's close. I'm fluffing that out and just sort of blending all of that together on both eyes. Okay, so I'm using the color Fair from the I Need a Nude to blend the top out because there was no light shade really in the bronze palette, and this works out great to kind of just soften the edges of what you're doing. All right, now we're going into this really pretty color called Gloaming, and I'm kind of just putting that over. It blends really nicely because it's sort of like a very kind of low-key metallic, really pretty. Now I'm using the color Bliss, which is one of my favorites. This one has sort of like an orange to pink to gold shift, and it's funny because you can kind of see on one eye it looks more like an orangey pink, and on one eye it looks a little bit more golden, but I think it's just the way the light is hitting it. Either way, it's stunning. It's a really beautiful look. Okay, I am going into my KVD foundation, which is full coverage, because as you can see, I'm having a lot of hormonal breakouts under my neck, on my chin, on my forehead, everywhere. It's all hormonal, and it's just been awful. I haven't actually had acne like this since I was a kid, so it's really sucking butt. But anyway, so I'm covering everything up. I also have, besides the fact that I lost my voice and I'm sick, my mom and dad are over and they're super loud because they can't hear, and so that was another reason I kind of had to do the voiceover, because they're kind of both half deaf. My dad has hearing aids. He still can't hear half the time with his hearing aids. My mom needs hearing aids, doesn't have them, and she's really loud and most of the time can't hear you. So as you can see, it's not covering everything here, so I'm probably going to go into some concealer. Yep, here we go. We're using the Tower Beauty concealer, and I'm going to try to get some of these little spots. The ones under my chin were awful. One day I woke up and I just had all of these, like, I don't know what they were. They were like cystic ones all under my neck. I had like 5 of them, and they were hot, almost like I had like an infection. So I switched my sponges and stuff I was using because I wasn't sure. But I think this mostly does the trick to keep the skin looking fairly clean, and then we'll get back to business and finish up. Going in with my Pat McGrath bronzer. I like this bronzer because it's like a really nice neutrally shade, and just going around the perimeter of the face and giving myself not really contour, more of a bronze, to add some of that nice color back into the skin so we don't look dead, because my skin is not looking bright and beautiful currently, so we have to pretend and we have to create and we have to make it happen. And in the end, the overall result's pretty, but man, I had to work hard on this look because my skin is in such bad shape. So anyway, you do what you gotta do, right? Okay, my friends, now I'm going in with some Lunar Beauty setting powder in the oily areas because I am having weird perimenopausal skin right now. And using it on my T-zone, very, very little under my eyes because I'm aging and I just don't need a lot of powder under my eyes. And again, very little on the top, just really to set the T-zone area. And back into our Natasha Denona bronze palette. And remember, what color am I going in? All right, using the color Magma again, and Magma is that dark kind of reddish brown shade. Really, really like it. Kind of like a cognac color, really pretty. So kind of just did the eyes there, and hopefully I show you the next color I'm going into. Okay, that color is the color Beach, and I'm just like blending, like really blowing that out at the bottom and blending that out. And I do clean it up. I don't go down as far as it originally is because I kind of use my finger to kind of clean that up and bringing that up on the top. And lately I've been doing a lot of like kind of lining my eyes by using this darker shade here called Deep Dive, or another dark shade in other palettes. I really, really kind of like this look more so than using so much of the harsh liner. So I'm bringing you guys in here and I'm just rubbing this in no particular way across the top of my lid just to give myself a little bit of definition. And this is a beautiful shade for this, by the way. Like this, I love using this in here. It doesn't even really matter if you make a mistake because you can just sort of like make it smoky and pretty and blend it out. And here also you can really see that golden shade on my eye from that other shade that we use that I said kind of can pull gold or pink or orange. Here you're seeing a lot of that really beautiful golden shade. But this really brings a nice definition to the eye without going crazy, without having to actually worry about liner, without having to stay in the lines. And, you know, sometimes you get your lines too big if you're using like liquid liner and it's just a big old pain in the butt, you know. Time for a little Ofra highlight using this middle one right here and doing the inner eye. All right, I'm going to this ABH palette and I'm using this beautiful peach tone to kind of keep in the theme with the colors that we're trying to use on the eyes. I thought this matched absolutely beautiful with this eye look here. Also, my hair is wet, by the way. I don't have it finished. So at the end, you'll see me finished and you'll see the outfit I wore that actually matched this clothes. So stay tuned, but that looks really pretty. And now I'm going to use that same Ofra highlight and pull that in as our highlight. And I'm just kind of blending that in pretty high, almost a little bit up into the eye, putting it on my nose area, my upper lip for some definition, and the other cheek leak. So there we go. That's very pretty. And now the Laura Geller Spackle Mist, which I love. I showed my mother this. She goes, oh, that's what I need. I need something that's going to keep it on all day. Now, Natasha Denona Julia is next. And this is one of my favorite liners. I'm almost out and I need more. And this is one of my favorite melted Too Faced matte lipsticks called Sugar Cookie. It's absolutely stunning and it lasts a good portion of the day and I really, really enjoy it. Okay, the hair is done and dried and straightened. I'm using this Sydney Grace gloss, which is one of my favorites. It is so shiny. When I took the final pictures, there's like shine coming off of a light onto my lip. You'll see in the photo. It's kind of funny. I'll have to zoom in. Now I'm putting these earrings on, which have natural stones and crystals in them, and it kind of matches my outfit. I'm having trouble getting this one in. And in just a second, I will be showing you guys the entire final look. Stay tuned.
Deep in the shadows, I know it's hard to put one foot in front of the other. So far as the echo, where do we start? You can learn to discover a million stars.